Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your September 2023 General Tarot reading. It's Rena here, Sun and Sag. Very interested in what cards I pick. Yes. Wow, we're getting some good cards here. Gosh, talk about fire energy. Wow. I love it. I love the ending. I am going to read the crystal correspondences for the first and the last cards in case you're interested, because this new deck of mine, which is called the Celestial Magic Tarot, does have them for every card, but I feel like the first card is the heart of the matter and the last card is the outcome card. So I figure that might be relevant for some of you if you're interested in what they represent. The heart of the matter is the Eight of Wands. This can be this sense of, as a tarot book that I have says, all systems are go, or something like that. And I've been getting this card over and over again. So it suggests to me that September is that time when a lot of people feel that way. And part of this is because we have Mercury going direct and Venus going direct in September, and both of those are personal planets. Of course, Sag's ruler, Jupiter, is going retrograde too, so that's going to occur. But depending on your own personal life, and just September, at least in the northern hemisphere, because it's coming off of the summer, there tends to be a sense of more busyness with things going forward, because there are summer vacations and all of that. So you may be vibing with that increased activity. But because it's wands, it really is in alignment with what Sag represents. And that could be projects, that can be just about anything. In the past, or offers, getting some kind of offers when before you were feeling this sense of stagnancy. In the past position, we have the Four of Coins, which can be this sense of financial financial security, but also maybe some restraint financially, being financially prudent. Sag tends to be a big spender, or just at least kind of not necessarily caring about spending, but maybe recently you've kind of become more controlled in that way. Sometimes it can mean that the person has been, holding back, holding those purse strings, and the Eight of Wands is just like letting go, because there's opportunities presenting themselves, and you have to be able to meet those opportunities. And maybe it does take money, or maybe there is some kind of like gamble where you're not earning as much money, but you have the potential to gain eventually in some way, whatever that means. The higher message is the Knight of Wands, and this is, again, that kind of, I think this is connected to Sag. the person who is very, I look at the Knight of Wands as somebody who is very free. And that to me is what the embodied state of the Sagittarius person is when they are really aligning with their true potential. So before I go any further, I want to just say a few things about um, those cards that represent those stones. I'm specifically about the blue lace agate, if that's how you pronounce that word, of the Eight of Wands, and even the opal. I'm curious about that. I'm just going to read this very briefly. Blue lace agate, so called because of the delicate white bands that often run through it, is also known as the communication stone. As well as being pretty, this pastel blue stone brings calm and tranquility, helping to ease nerves, especially in areas of communication like public speaking, presentation giving, networking events, or anywhere else you may need to express yourself. If you're prone to social awkwardness, blue lace agate may help you to feel more confident and less judged, in turn allowing you to be yourself, opening up the doors to new opportunities and letting others truly see your worth. Oh, well, that would be me. I need to get one of those stones. But I would say, like any opportunities that come your way, and yes, Sagittarius might be the teacher, and this is September, so if you get any teaching job offers, but you still have that inhibition about being in front of a classroom, maybe get that stone. The other thing I wanted to say with the higher message and the opal, which the Knight of Wands represents, I just wanted to see very quickly what that could possibly represent. Set to hold the energy of all gemstones, opals burst with color, with light reflecting and refracting in all directions, creating a kaleidoscope of mesmerizing rainbows. I thought that opals were black, though. If you want to harness spontaneity, optimism, and mysticism, use an opal to embrace the unknown and let an adventure unfold. Thought by ancient cultures to have fallen from thundery skies with lightning trapped within them, isn't Thor connected to Sagittarius? That would be interesting because I thought that there was lightning connected to Thor. But it's actually, I think the opal is connected to Scorpio, if I'm not mistaken. Opals have been a stone of mystery and magic for thousands of years. This crystal can help you to see your full potential and amplifies your self-worth and is said to stimulate your metaphysical gifts too. But I think that especially with any kind of, any opportunities that come your way, being able to take advantage of it. What crosses you is the Queen of Wands. I do see this in terms of the person. Yeah, it's interesting. They have that lion there and the sunflowers, and yet I've heard that this is connected to Sag. So that's a little bit annoying sometimes. But yeah, I do connect it with Leo and this idea of the confidence that a person has to be able to step into a leadership role. So for those of you Sages that have this opportunity and may be feeling that somehow you can't hack it, please find a way to boost your confidence, even if it means trying to, use things like crystals, because, I was going to say we need all the help that we can get, but I mean, who knows how that can really benefit you. And the whole idea is that sometimes expansion occurs and we're not really on board because we haven't expanded in our totality energetically, but we can. Don't fear change. Don't fear expansion. That sounds ludicrous saying this to a Sag, but trust me, even Sages can play small in life. What's coming in is the Five of Pentacles. This can be the card of lack consciousness. I think it can be just pessimism in general. Check in with yourself, Sag. Are you paying too much attention to the material world? The Five of Coins can even be like your job. Are you paying too much attention to those matters without thinking about it from a higher perspective? Because if you are, you could be putting your energy into things that are of a lower nature, that are not, that they're temporary. I shouldn't even say lower nature, but they're of the material nature, and therefore they're temporary. And instead of aligning with your higher self so that you can live in your highest timeline, so that you are living at the level that you deserve to live in. One of those new agey buzzwords is like level, or phrases, leveling up. And although sometimes there can be materialism even in New Age communities, there is some truth to that energetically, about leveling up. Because sometimes people get really comfortable, stuck in that lower vibration because it's safe, it's predictable. It's something they're well versed in. And the Eight of Wands is kind of speeding things up for you, so that presenting you these new opportunities. The outcome is the Star card. Faith in unseen forces, healing, feeling that hope again, that life is getting better, but also making your dreams come true. Believing in your dreams, letting your dreams guide you like a star. There's the Moldavite. Let me see. I want to see what it says in the book. The Star card is a major arcana card. It really has a hopeful connection. It's connected to the sign of Aquarius. You know what's wild? Listen, I'll read this verbatim. As an attitude or approach, the Star is telling you to make your goals and ambitions bigger, bolder, and brighter, to have total faith in yourself, and start making overt steps towards your dreams. Make your wildest fantasies into amazing realities. Live a life you dream of living. Now that I think about it, Sag, if Sag is your sun sign, this would be your solar, unless you have Sag rising, but this would be your solar 11th house, which is Aquarius, the sign that is connected to the Star card. And that's the house of hopes and wishes. And we're going to have a solar eclipse there in October, but you might feel this energy in September. But it can scare people. If you have your dreams come true, don't think that you're going to be in bliss. You could be in a very confused state of mind. Trust me. Sometimes when people are used to being thwarted in their goals and their dreams, when a dream of theirs comes true, or just something very positive comes into your life, and that could include love, you might be very rejecting, or at the very least, very skeptical. Yes, even a very positive sign like Sag could do that. Okay, I'm gonna. So you have to be prepared to embrace the good in life. Sounds kind of funny to say, but I've had experience in this myself, and fairly blew my mind because I thought to myself, why would you be afraid of good things? It's simply that you're kind of like ascending to a new level where life is kind of meeting you at a higher place. And so you have to get acclimated. Okay, so I'm just going to read about Moldavite. Fitting for the star card, Moldavite is an out of this world magic. Formed when a meteorite hit the earth millions of years ago, this crystal has high frequency, intense energy that you might even be able to physically feel. Associated with astral travel, psychic awakening, and cosmic magic, Moldavite is said to help you see into the future to view the effects of your actions. This crystal can even enhance the effect of other crystals, but you may find you need to use it in conjunction with a grounding stone so you don't feel too spaced out afterwards. So this is really a reading to embrace your dreams, go after your dreams, Sag, especially after Mercury goes direct in mid-month, or I would say the 17th, around the 17th through the rest of the month and beyond. But part of that comes with believing in yourself too, and really tuning into what it is that you want and not hesitating. With the Eight of Wands, it's like all the engines are turned on, ready to make something happen. Okay, Sag, that's what I have for you. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a private reading, the link is below. Take care. Bye.